How's it going, my aristocrats? Hope you're all having a great day. Coming back at you with another one of these. And today I'm going to be talking about why I gave up Instagram for Lent. So giving up Instagram for Lent was actually very, very instrumental for me detaching from social media and getting back on my spiritual journey. Because honestly, I certainly felt as if, before Lent at least, despite the fact that Lent is long over at this point, before Lent, I felt that I had strayed from my spiritual path, and I felt that I wasn't nearly as connected as I used to be. I used to be getting all these insights. I used to be having a higher vibration. I used to, you used to be more positive of a person and everything, and I just felt like weighed down by all these negative energies and these negative thoughts. So when Lent passed, or when Lent came, rather, back in early March, I decided to give up Instagram for Lent because I decided, hey, I think this is one thing that is weighing me down, and I think this is one place where I am constantly being exposed to negative energies. Lo and behold, I was right. So over the course of this Lent, of course, it was difficult for the first couple of days, or for the first couple of weeks, rather, to give it up. But eventually, I started giving it up more and more, to the point where I didn't really need it anymore. And when Lent ended, when Easter came and everything, and I was able to go back on Instagram, I did go back, and I'm still back on there, but the thing is that I'm not on there nearly to the extent that I used to be. I'm only on there for a few minutes a day now at this point. It's not nearly to the extent that it was. And I'll tell you why that's so significant. Because before, I was always on there, I was getting involved in the politics and everything, and the debates and all that stuff, because I love debate, I really do. But the problem is that internet debates don't always attract the best of people. And by don't always, I mean usually. They usually do not attract the best of people. Because people take to the internet and they say, oh, well, I can create all these aliases and all these fake accounts, and that means that I can spew all the BS that I don't want to say in person. So, of course, that leads to all of the negative energies pouring out on the internet, on places like Instagram or Facebook or all the other ones. So, removing myself from that environment was actually instrumental, because I felt like a weight was lifted off of me after a certain point. After about a couple weeks of being off of it, I felt this weight lift off of me, and I felt like I was able to continue down my spiritual journey once again. I felt much more in tune with the divine. I felt much more in tune with spirituality and everything, and my faith, of course. And I was able to finally, after all this time, go back down the path. And now I feel much more connected than I ever had been within the last few years. Well, I mean, there's been a lot that's happened to me over the past few years, as some of you have known from my previous videos about the accident and everything. But now I finally feel like I'm back on the track. I finally feel like I'm back on the path that I'm supposed to be on, and the spiritual journey and everything. And it all just came down to removing a lot of the negativity that was in my life, and a lot of that came from the internet. Because the other thing that I started to notice over the course of this Lent was that even though I gave up Instagram, I also subconsciously did not really go on Facebook or Messenger or Reddit or any one of those apps, because I simply didn't feel a need to. Removing myself from one social media platform was kind of enough to get me off of the rest of them. So, not really feeling much of a need to go on there as much, I sort of just refrained from all of them. And because I refrained from all of them, I was able to have so much more time to myself, so much more time to think and to contemplate my spiritual journey and about what to do next. And over the course of this time, I was actually able to undertake a lot of ventures to improve my standing in life, such as learning more about stocks, learning more about money, I'm finally learning how to play golf. That's something I've been wanting to learn how to do for a long time. Along the course of this journey, I've finally undertaken a lot of things that I've been meaning to do for a long time that I haven't acted on, that now I finally feel like I have the mental bandwidth and the positivity and the attitude to act on and to finally follow through on. And those are just a few of the things that I've been following through on, but there's a lot more. It's just this freeing feeling that you get when you let it all go. And I know that it's hard. Letting go of things on social media can sometimes be one of the hardest things in the world, unfortunately, especially given that we're so reliant on it nowadays. But this channel is actually one of the other things I'm now finally coming back to, given that I'm making this video now. I know that I've been wanting to come back to this channel for so long. The subscriber count's gone up. More people have been watching my videos from Lord knows where. I don't know where these people are finding my videos at, but I mean, they're somehow ending up in the algorithm, and I'm gaining subscribers and comments and views. So I decided, hey, what the hell? May as well restart the channel, may as well get things back up, and may as well start putting out that wisdom, that knowledge again. So, that being said, that's going to be the end of this one. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of what I did this Lent and why it's so important to remove yourself from all the negativity and all the negative energies. And by the way, what I do want to also say before I end this video is that when I say all these negative energies, I'm not just talking about social media. I'm talking about when you want to remove yourself from negativity and when you want to advance your spiritual journey, what you want to do is you want to contemplate on every bit of negativity that's in your life. You want to contemplate and meditate about every single thing that may be causing negative thoughts in your life. Because unfortunately, when you bring certain people and when you bring certain things into your life, those things have a certain frequency that are attuned to them. And when you tune into that frequency, unfortunately, if that's a lower frequency, if that's a lower vibration, then you're bringing yourself to a lower vibration. And unfortunately, what's going to happen is that those negative thoughts are going to bombard you. So you don't want to do that. I don't think anybody does. So contemplate about that. Think about what's bringing negativity into your life and try to find a way to remove it in any form, whether that be social media, whether that be somebody that's in your life, like an energy vampire or anything. So that being said, hope you all have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I look forward to making more of these videos soon because it absolutely is a pleasure to be back. So that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.